Welcome back to GarageCast Mini.
Does it look a little dark in here?
Oh yeah, we
It
didn't.
is.
Oh,
Yeah,
we didn't
white.
light up the lights.
Okay.
Oh, come on, stupid idiot. Turn.
You want some help?
Oh, I was pressing
The whole
wrong
episode's gonna be him fighting with
There
the
we
lights.
go. There we go. All right. Welcome to GarageCast. We're gonna do a mini one today, 10 minutes, because we don't really like talking to each other that long. But have you seen the Saw movies?
No. Okay. So I watched the first one and it left me horribly uncomfortable. I hate horror films with a passion.
What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Specifically, it's the
You're
fact
a piece
that they...
of shit. That's what that means. Go on.
No, they have like the there's a power dynamic thing that does not sit well with me at all. Like Leatherface,
Okay.
what Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That movie, I was shaking by the end of it because there's no hope. There's just no hope.
Well, that's the point of the movies. It shows you there's no
Yeah.
hope.
I'm already depressed enough as it is that I don't need.
Well, they're just elaborating.
Right, like if I want to be miserable, I don't need a movie to tell me to be miserable. Like I'll just like do anything else.
I feel like horror movies aren't always telling you to be miserable though. Like horror movies
Are they
definitely
telling you to be happy?
no, but they're giving you fucking adrenaline. You get scared.
Yeah.
How many times what
But they're
else
still meant
scares
to make
you like a scary
feel
movie? Like
horrible. They're meant to
like-
get you.
like I get what?
Like they're meant to scare you and just make you feel
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
exactly. But like I get
Yeah.
not wanting to go into haunted houses. You know what I mean? Like if you have a phobia of haunted houses, I can't call you a pussy. But like if you're like I hate horror movies, why though? What else scares you to the point where like you know you're not gonna die, but like this is scary, you know? And I know that later on this is gonna impact me.
Okay, but that's the thing. So I know I'm not gonna die watching the movie, but then it just plants something in my head like, what if this scenario did happen to you, and you're just like totally powerless to like,
Yeah.
what if you were chained up to a bathtub, and you got a complete stranger next to you? Shut up, phone. And like, you just have to like talk to this guy. I'm talking about the first one. If you haven't seen that one, even I've seen it. So,
Yes, go
but
on.
like, what do you do?
You try to figure shit out. That's the thing, though. Like horror movies are you're supposed to do that. You're supposed to be like, what the fuck would I do? But like, what are the odds that's gonna happen? Now, like Taken, like that's scary. That's a scary movie, but no one says that's a horror movie because he fights back, right?
Right, it's like an action movie with a terrifying
But that's
premise.
I
Yeah.
feel like Taken, like that scares me more than The Conjuring because Taken is more likely. So if you don't like horror movies for that, then you shouldn't like action movies like Taken.
Okay, so then, but like, at the end, most action movies that have like that terrible scenario, they have the means to handle that situation on their own. They're like, oh, terrible things have happened. I'm completely at odds with everything, but oh, I just happen to forget I'm a total badass and I'm gonna like fight my way through it.
Yeah, they are
You're
like
right, you're not
always like
Liam Neeson.
special op ex-military who have already killed like thousands of other guys.
Yeah, true.
Like if you took
True.
whatever Liam Neeson's character in Taken and had him in the Saw scenario, he'd like be coming up with a plan. He'd be like, all right, what do I know about the situation? How can I get out of it? Like, I don't think that it would
Yeah.
go well for him.
And have you seen the third one where he gets kidnapped and he's thrown in the back of a black SUV with a bag over his head, and he knows where he is because he counts like how many seconds it takes to turn, and then he converts seconds into whatever. It's insane. Liam Neeson.
Right.
Oh.
Like even when he is completely technically vulnerable, where in a horror film this is like the beginning of that film. This is just like he's like another Tuesday for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
guess
you're
I'll
right.
just get myself out of this terrible bind.
Yeah, and he also has like guns and shit.
But horror movies are awesome. It doesn't matter. You
Like,
guys still
Hold on,
suck.
also, like horror movies. I'm getting more into horror movies, but like Saw is a torture movie in my opinion. It's
Saw
not
is
even
a
like a
horror
horror
movie.
movie. It's just a torture movie, and I don't
It's
like
a
torture.
suspenseful
Agreed.
horror movie. The thing is, everyone says that, but like, how many Saws have you seen? How many Saws have you seen?
Like 3.
Have you seen all of them and watched the plot and really paid attention to the Saw movies?
No, but it
Negative.
seems.
Then there you go.
It seems like it's.
There you go.
a lot
Literally,
about
no. Shut your mouth. Literally, watched it, follow the whole plot, see that there's character development, that it's not torture the whole time. There's probably a total of maybe 5 to 8 torture scenes. That's it, and they're not all of them are fully like, you know.
Yeah.
You gotta watch Saw, and then you can come at me about this.
Okay.
There's probably more torture scenes. Yeah,
I
you're
will
right.
make
There's
the
a lot,
argument
yeah.
that
Yes.
there's also...
But it's not a torture movie. It's a big plot. It's all written, integral. But go on.
I'm sorry to cut you off on.
Yeah.
You were really going there. I
You
felt
pissed
bad,
me off.
Then, okay, so you have well-written horror films that do what they're set out to do. You like that argument has been made.
Okay.
Then there's like garbage horror films where I'm like, why am I wasting my time?
Yeah, I
Like,
think
it's so stupid. Jackson wants to
95%
win.
of these, 95% of horror movies just suck.
Yeah.
Especially 2010s, there was a brief period where they just, I don't know, maybe they were just promoting horror movies like this, and most of them suck. Like, there is good horror movies.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
really good. But the vast majority suck. in
Like
my opinion.
2010 to now.
It was get like
Most
a
of them
hot
awful.
guy, a hot girl, and some randoms, whatever
It was just the
monster
same
you
plot,
could come
it was
up
boring.
with, and then kill them off, and
I feel like there's less good horror movies now because we've seen the fucking like the format so many times. We've seen all the different formats so many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when something like Midsummer comes out, and the fucking movie like scary, you know what I mean? Like fucking scary. You're just like, wow. Like if I was being fed shrooms and was stuck in a cult in the middle of like, where were they? Iceland or something?
They were in, like, Scandinavia somewhere.
Yeah. And I was just tripping shrooms. These people were talking to me, and I saw them kill 2 old people. I would genuinely be confused. I would say, wow.
Yeah, I think to make a good horror movie, like, you just really have to go out there
Yeah.
nowadays.
I feel like a lot, like, again, the 2010s, they just didn't care about the plots that much. They were just like,
There was
okay,
cheap
however
tricks. There was a
you
lot of
can
cheap
get from
tricks.
here
Yeah.
to here and just put a bunch of jump scares and as much shit as you can in the middle. Like,
A
they
lot-
didn't really, like, have, like, an ending where it was like, damn.
Well, like, there's Prom Night, right? Prom Night is this guy, like, he breaks out of jail or something.
Oh, yeah,
You
I've
know,
seen this one.
and he kills them all at the prom. And then there's Bloody Valentine, a guy who was bullied in high school, breaks out of jail, kills them all at their reunion. And then, you know, you got Insidious, where little boy gets possessed. There's ghosts all over the house. At the end, he's not possessed, but someone else is possessed. You got Conjuring that just follows.
See, all the ghost ones don't do anything for me anyway. They all
No.
fall into that. I'm like, eh.
It's hard to do a good ghost movie. It's really hard to do a good ghost movie. I feel like the best ghost movies are handheld ghost movies, because at that point you're like, I'm watching a home video. Like, this is weird. Like, I'm watching a YouTube... Like, when you watch a scary YouTube video, that's way more impactful than a Conjuring video. But when it's, like, that grainy handheld... I'm not saying Paranormal Activity, but, like...
And it's not, like, obvious shit. It might just be, like, a movement in the woods, and it's, like, you can kind of see it on the camera, but you have no clue what it is. And
Yeah,
it's
you're like-
what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't give you the whole thing. I feel like with ghost movies, you need to be in the unknown. Instead of, like...
What's off the screen is better than what's on the screen.
Exactly.
You can't
That's
show
what
it
they.
off. Like-
What was that movie? Bird Box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did that beautifully.
Yeah, Sandra Bullock.
Bullock, yeah.
Bullock.
That was a
Bullock?
scary...
Sandra
that movie
But
got
they
made me-
had a monster, and the main actress kept laughing every time she saw it because it wasn't frightening.
Yeah.
And they said that it was the best decision they made to not put the monster in the movie. Like, it made it the unknown, so excuse me. Everyone could, like, pretty much assume their own, like, personal monster.
Yeah, like what they're seeing.
Same thing with,
Fuck.
like, A Quiet Place. The monster was on the screen for about 5 minutes max out of, like, the whole movie.
Now it's... The second one is apparently more
Yeah.
about it, but...
Well, yeah, I think you do that more for a sequel, though.
I
Like,
will-
if you're
I
building
hate horror
onto the
movie
plot...
sequels.
I know, but if you are going to build onto the plot, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I will say the 2010s, like the Paranormal Activity, they did come out with like those weird body shapes, like the elongated arms and stuff. That's got some spooky.
When
factor
it
to
looks like it's scarier when it looks normal, but it's a little off.
Yeah, agreed.
You know what I mean? Like I would be more scared of Slender Man than like the fucking 75-foot marshmallow from Ghostbusters. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because like
I thought
I'm
you were
like
gonna
like
say like Siren Head.
Yeah.
or like the spider thing from The Evil Within, like the girl. You know what I mean? Like she's not as scary as like what is the movie Lights Out. The fucking ghost in Lights Out is so scary because it's like it's just like a girl, but like it's a little off. Like you don't really know what's wrong, you know? It's scary.
Well, with that, we will end this episode of GarageCast Mini. That was Mitri. I'm Matt, and that's Zach.
Sounds
Peace.
good.